This is Space Station 13. So today we're a chemist, and as all chemists, we fetishize at the thought of mixing different types of reagents together to get a certain effect that we desire. And boy, oh boy, do we have some ideas today. We're actually be working on two things, and I'm gonna bring you along with the process. So it starts with the botanist, right? I gotta get myself some corn. So you gotta sweet talk them a little bit. You gotta make them think like they owe you this corn. You gotta make them think that you're not up to no good. This is all for the benefit of mankind. That's the thought you gotta get in their head. Alright, so after you're done with the botanist, it's time to start mixing some of your chemicals and getting ideas together. After you got your ideas for whatever the heck you want to build, you start doing what you can until you get all the ingredients you need. After you mix your chemicals, of course, some of them actually need to be a little bit heated to a certain temperature. Maybe some cooled, but I haven't come across that yet, of course. And now we can put some grenades together. We gotta get a screwdriver, some grenade casing, and some cable for the basic grenade frame. Now that we have the grenade, we're gonna need some of our juices, some of our medicine. We gotta put some of our medicine in there. So we gotta do some other things first. And of course, you're gonna get some customers. You need to make sure that you take care of them first. You don't want them thinking that you're up to no good. You need to do your job, guys. You can't let them know. This guy needs directions, but frankly, I don't know where the hell I'm even standing at. So I tell him to get the hell out of here. After we make our poisons, we gotta hide it away into our backpack. You don't want anyone else picking that up, swallowing it, or testing it to see what it is. We can get in some real trouble here, boys. Our next customer here asked for a very habitual type of medicine. Something that wouldn't be typically asked of a chemist. I'm not one to refuse somebody, but I'm not gonna make it free. I gotta make him do some legwork for me first. So I'm gonna send him on his way to my friend Sky at the botanist lab so I can get some corn. And of course I'll reward him with his favorite type of medicine when he gets back. It'll only teach him a good lesson in life. It'll be pretty much work hard and you get what you want, alright? You gotta work for what you want. I think that's a good way to proceed with helping these guys out, right? So one of the questions he actually asked me is how much I wanted. I think a 6 at minimal is pretty good, but I think if you can hook me up with any more, that'll just make for a bigger boom, you know what I mean? So our man came back, and he's got our corn for us here. And why oh my did he bring some? I think he brought about 9, but that's just my guesstimation. And as a proper chemist, you gotta see the customer's preferred way of intake, I guess you could say. I asked him if he wanted pills, liquids, but he didn't ever respond to me. So obviously it's got to be chemist's choice, right? After done, you gotta fill up the pill and you gotta, you know, proceed to give it to your customers. And I have enough in here, and you know, if he's got any friends, you know, he could give it to his friends too. But I don't know what kind of guy this is, so we'll see. We'll see if he ends up in the ER later, huh? After that, you gotta dispose of any extra drugs you got. Make sure you get rid of the evidence, because I don't think this is exactly legal here on this spaceship. So, you know, you gotta hide the goods. You know, during your working hours, you gotta go. You gotta make sure you fill up on food. But I visited the cook, and he's not here. There's not even any food on the table. It's not fucking cool, dude. So I have to go to the vending machine, pretty much. That's the only way I can fill myself up. And of course, what better than to get some Twinkies? And then a visitor comes. And this is when I knew that that clown was gonna fucking die. So now that I'm all filled up, I gotta put my grenades together. Get all the drugs inside the nades. I'm making two, by the way. I'm making two. One for the boom and one with the toxins. And it's important that you keep track of where your nades are, which one's in which grenade, because the nades look the same, to be frank. So, my idea first is to use my chemical nade, and you know, I don't want to be the one to also get dosed while I you know, set it off. I want it to be in my hands. So I'm gonna need a gas mask and just a fire suit, so they don't know that the chemist was in charge here. So I'm gonna go change in this closet here, you know, because it's a private room, right? No one's gonna come disturb me in here. So, of course, you'd expect it to be private though. And then all of a sudden, you got Georgie come in the door and barge in. That just means we gotta get the fuck out. On our way out, this guy, he ended up just throwing up on the floor for some reason. Not my problem. Get out. Alright, now that we have everything in hand, it's time to find the clown, and I think I found him. Here he is, boys. Oh, we got a big group of people here. Oh, he's coming. Let's go. Here we go. That was not the poison. I just died. Oh my god. Did they get out alive? Oh my god, Did I get the clown? Where's the clown at? Oh my god. So you might have guessed that I actually made a mistake by triggering the wrong item. This is true. This is very true. However, I realized that this mistake was actually one of the most lethal things that could have been caused, I guess, with my my combo of items. After the first grenade was triggered, it actually blew up the second one, which was the smoke. The first grenade just being a simple bomb, the second grenade being smoke filled with poison. And well, the effects are pretty obvious here. According to the wiki, the toxin called sulfonal, and it does 0.5 toxin damage every cycle and knocks you out after 22 cycles. 22 cycles being about 40 seconds. For example, this clown, he only made it about a block away, or a doorway away from the ER. And later on, I actually get a revived. I get cloned because they found a body part from me, and that's actually my severed head. But yeah, I went to go looking for the clown, and he actually made it to the ER. Somebody dragged him in there, and you know, I tried talking to him all, but the drugs were still in his system. He was still knocked the fuck out. In addition to him just being knocked out, his left arm was missing and his left egg was missing as a part of the explosion. So I guess in conclusion, guys, this bomb was pretty solid. If you don't get killed by the explosion, you're not gonna get to safety before you pass out and probably bleed the hell out. But guys, I just wanted to share this experience with you. Thank you for watching, everybody.